Hey y'all, it's Megan, and I am here to warn you about men with nice guy syndrome. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with good guys, people who are genuinely kind and don't expect anything in return, but there's a very specific population of men who don't exactly do things from the bottom of their hearts. They just do good things because of the way it makes them feel. And there's nothing actually wrong with them. They're not doing anything bad, but it's very difficult to identify when you're dealing with a guy with nice guy syndrome. So there's definitely things to look out for. First, for guys with nice guy syndrome, the reputation of being a good guy or a nice guy matters more to them than the way that they actually treat you. Like I said, they don't do things for you from the kindness of their heart. They just do things for you because they know they're going to get something in return. They don't give you things because you like it. They just do things like that because it feeds their ego. They just want brownie points. They know that they're nice, and they know that people think that they're nice, so they use that to their advantage. Now, I dated a guy with nice guy syndrome, and the only way that I could describe him was like, he's such a good guy. You know, he's a genuinely good person. He's so nice to me. Now that I'm outside of that relationship, I realized that a lot of that was less genuine and it was just opportunistic. For instance, he never posted me on social media the 2 years that we were together, which isn't a bad thing because you should keep your private life private. However, he didn't have a problem posting aspects of his personal life. He just was very intentional about making sure the world didn't know I existed. But one day he put my name in his Instagram bio, but we got into an argument about something and he literally told me, I was going to put your initials in my Instagram bio, but I had to take it off because of the way you were acting. So of course, I had to be disappointed in myself because I ruined the opportunity to have my initials in his Instagram bio. Listen to me. These men will create cycles of rewarding you or punishing you based on your behavior. They pay attention to what you like and they dangle it in front of you. Like, if you act right, I'll give you what you want, instead of giving you what you want because you actually deserve it or because you add value to their life. Their gestures are less romantic and more transactional. You know, their love is conditional and circumstantial. These guys also don't hesitate to give you a long list of expectations and demands for the relationship. They set out all these standards if you want to be their girlfriend, but the moment you tell them what your standards are, you're doing too much, you're asking for too much, you're nagging. You complaining about the smallest thing will make them so confused. They think like, I do all these good things for you. You know, I've spent all this money on you, so you shouldn't want anything. They genuinely think that all they have to do in the relationship is just show up and be nice. These guys also think that because they're such a good guy, they're the prize, when in reality, you're the prize, okay? You are the full package, you're the end goal. He should be literally trying to tie a lasso around the moon so you could get a better view, okay? He should be pulling out a Glock on the sun when it's shining too bright in your face. He's the one that should be jumping through hoops and feeling so lucky to be with you. They know that women believe there's not a lot of good guys out there, so you should be grateful for being with him. I feel like guys with nice guy syndrome pair well with women who just have no thought or desire. And I used to be like that. Whenever I was with someone with nice guy syndrome, I was always apologizing and feeling guilty for, the things that I was saying or my behavior. I just felt so lucky to have him as a boyfriend. And I was always trying to make myself better to meet him on his level. Just don't do that. Don't think that you are not good enough for him. I don't care who it is that you're dating. Just don't do that. Lastly, these are the same type of guys who will lead a woman on or drag out the relationship when he no longer wants to be in the relationship because they don't want to deal with breaking up and they don't want to feel guilty for breaking a woman's heart. They might become withdrawn or complacent or just do something to alter their behavior so that the woman is the one who initiates the breakup. That way their hands are clean, because the worst thing that could happen is you no longer thinking that he's a nice guy. Like, you no longer thinking he's a nice guy is the worst thing that could ever happen. It's worse than anything he could ever do to you. This is emotional manipulation because they will allow you to believe there's nothing wrong. I mean, you might even ask them what's wrong, or give them an opportunity to leave the relationship if they're unhappy, but they convince you that it's all in your head. Yeah, this is why you should look out for these guys. Whenever they're doing things for you or giving things to you, whenever they're being a gentleman, it's not personal. They're not doing it because you actually like it. They're just doing it because it gives them brownie points. They do things that make them look like a good guy on paper instead of doing things that actually makes them a good person, like being honest. So yeah, this is very valuable information. So please take it to heart. I went through this so you don't have to. Just exercise your mind, body, and soul so you can be stronger.